Alrighty, so daily recap. Let's start with EU. So overall, our bias would be that we're in phase C pullback, so uh, we're at potentially a daily supply. So we could see some sort of bearish momentum from here to potentially retest that internal structure that we have. So um, here after the chalk, we had some creation of like a IBOS. So for me, I would assume that this would be my daily internal low, if that makes sense. And yeah, we could see some sort of deeper pullback, right? So I'm looking for some sort of pullback from that supply, although it may not hold. It may not hold. Price could continue bullish, but it will give me at least a small pullback, right? So looking at the H4, we didn't mitigate quite yet our EQ. H4 is bearish, the swing is bearish, the internal is bullish. We had the IBOS right there. So for me, I was just looking for that sort of pullback continuation to downside. Just a pullback until EQ and then look for potential buys. Looking at the M15, we had that strong NFE push to the upside. So that was our low, that was our high. Those are trades. I'll just remove them for now and give the analysis. So yeah, that was our swing low, that was our swing high. Was looking to take price potentially bearish, just to play that phase C pullback till till some demands area. So coming into the day, we had the IBOS, right? And then it left us with that being our internal high, that being our internal low. We had our only unmitigated extreme supply. We had inducement in front of it, so this is a very high probability, as it's written here. I can take an LC to A directly without waiting for a chalk, and that's exactly what happened. So price just retested, pushed to that supply, right? And then we got an LC to A, so that high basically just swept that low, so that's a chalk, and then that's liquidation. We didn't get any break below the lows until we mitigated the supply, so that would be our entry right there. Stops above the supply, and targets just 1 to 3, which it hits right shortly after, just somewhere around there, just for 1 to 3, which is beautiful. If I missed that trade, well, we had an inside bar, we had a chalk right there, leaving us with one fractal supply that price just retested. Unfortunately, didn't get any LC1 or LC2A from that level, but I should just take that trade literally just right there. Then what happened is that, well, because we don't have any demand, and this demand doesn't have any inducement, so my expectation for price would be to continue bearish, right? Minimum till that demand, and potentially breaking that demand and continuing to deeper demand below, right? So for me, that was my bias. That's what I was looking for. What happened later is that price created some new internal structure, that being our new internal high, internal low. This supply doesn't have any inducement, so I expected the price to potentially break it, which it did. And while doing that, it mitigated the previous supply area. Very, very strong supply area, and we swept that high as well because it had inducement in front of it. And then we closed strongly, heavily bearish. 2 times we tried to break above that high 2 times and we failed, so we closed below. That's our LC3 entry model, and yeah, our entry would be somewhere around there, right? At 4 pips stop loss, just like that. And our TP would be 1 to 3, which it didn't hit yet, but I mean, at this point in time, just close it at 1 to 2. That's totally fine. And yeah, so that was our entry. Price didn't give us any chalk before the retest, but it retested a bit. 5 minute, did we get any potential LC1 or LC2A coming from that level? Let me see. So that was our low, that was our high. We didn't get any LC1, no. And yeah, we just had the chalk, and that's it. We had an LC1 right there after we got that truck, but yeah, so that was second entry for our uh for EU. Um, and yeah, these two entries I didn't take on real account or live account. I just took them on trading view because my accounts are still waiting for a payout, so I can't trade them right now. They're up, both of them in profit, so I'm waiting to get my payout, and then we'll see, and then we'll trade on both of these accounts. I have one on the 12th, one on the 17th, so I'll be waiting for a week, and then I can trade both of them at once. But my 200k will be available for trading just after 2 days, so that should be fine. And yeah, so two beautiful trades on EU. High probability, really. Didn't have any demand that would make price continue bullish. Had an LC2A from an extreme internal supply. Had an LC3 sweeping the internal high. And yeah, so that was our bias for EU. Those are the trades that I took in direction with my bias. Now let's look at GU. What happened? So GU we had the IBOS right there, just recently, but looking at today, was looking for price to potentially, push bullish. But the issue is, well, we had that boss. We were in phase A2, so there is no potential trade at all. Just waiting for an IBOS or a choke and then creation of an IBOS. But yeah, these type of market conditions or market structures, just wait until you get a clear um, a clear continuation, and that's it. Or I mean, clear structure, and that's it. So um, yeah, that would be your boss, and that's our swing low. That's our swing high. We don't have really swing high yet. That being our internal, so we could see price potentially continuing bearish, just so it can start the pullback. That's our internal low, and yeah, we had that shock, so at any moment we could start that deeper pullback, right? So we're in phase A2 right now, so there was no trade for me. We just had our H4 boss, I mean IBOS, so that would be my IBOS right there. That's our internal low, so that would be my new internal low, my new strong internal low right there. And yeah, so still my bias is to break that swing high potentially. Let's see if we will get there. But for now, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. And yeah, and yeah, so that was everything for my daily recap. EU was very clean, 2 trades on EU. Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's see if we will get some clean entries tomorrow. I still don't have my accounts, but I'm still trading on only trading view. And yeah, cheers guys.